Levell B in 3D, masquerading for nobody, with a message from me to you with a friendly book.
What a time is now. The world is full of great tragedy. In the midst of it all, I can see the law of man-made remedy. The humanists saying they can save themselves and make the world a better place for everyone else. But I tell you, there is only one sure cure, the kind that will make a wicked nation pure. And I tell you, yes, I confess, it's Jesus' blood and his righteousness. For this world that can be no less than Jesus' blood and his righteousness, flowing down from heaven on high. Jesus is coming again very soon. There's no doubt about it. The wicked are doomed. You better get right with Christ, the Lord and Savior, according to his word. 'Cause soon it will be too late, and only the voice of death will be heard. Before I go any further, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It's Jesus' blood and his righteousness. For me in this world, that can be no less than Jesus' blood and his righteousness, flowing down from heaven on high.
Play on it, boy. Yeah, Brother Levell B in 3D, masquerading for nobody, a true apostle of liberty. Here with these words to edify your soul, and also the melodic messages to be good to your ear hole. This is the Rant for 2024. And I'm telling you, this is number 9. Hey, free your mind and your behind will follow. Yeah. It's one of my scratch tracks, but the message is for real, okay? Hey, I'm bringing it to you in 3D. Yeah.
It's Jesus' blood and his righteousness. For you, me, in this world, that can be no less than Jesus' blood and his righteousness, flowing down from the heaven on high. Jesus' blood.
Yeah. Hey, Jesus' blood and his righteousness. For you and me in this world, there can be no less. Yes. I turned the volume down, but check on this. Check this end out. Let me bring it back up. There's a classic ending. Man, I probably couldn't do that a second time if I wanted to. If somebody paid me to do it, I probably couldn't do it that way. But that was a scratch track. I did redo it, do the message, the melodic message over, but I still have kind of a hope in the back of my mind that's it's curating like a fine wine would, and that is to do my melodic message spots over again with a live band. See, I've used sequencing, and I've had David Carr, call him a maestro. Also had most of my work has been done as far as the sequencing and the keyboards with Damon Squires. Hey, I'm telling you, they help make the melodic message spots what they are. I do the guitars, the vocals, and some of the rhythm, but those brothers really. But this rant here is number 9, and of course, this is March 2024, and I don't know when I'm going to post all these that I've been doing, but some kind of way I'm going to do a once and for all kind of package thing to tell you not only how to get in touch with a brother if you're interested, and how you could maybe contact me through email. But I haven't said anything about that on none of these rants so far. This is number 9 again. And I want to talk about, my last rant. I ran it on, and I don't talk about a lot of things, but I think my main point should have been, the fact that the little foxes, they're the one that spoil the wine. No major big bang, no major catastrophe kind of thing comes. It's the little things that always kind of sneak up on you, and they accumulate. They compound. A bunch of little things, and then before you know it, you're sunk. You're tapped out. You're drowning. You're just up to your nose in whatever it is. And so right now in our country, and here, this is WELUV, the Truth Network. I forgot to say that. I don't know why. WELUV, the Truth Network. You understand? This is where we are. Celestial Sights and Sounds America, LLC, and it's a division of Evangelical Productions Ministries, and all that. But like I said, I'll get to that later. One of these times I'll put it up to the thing. But right now in our country, the Americas, things are really, really sinking bad. And it's really, really the saying of the one who seeks to increase knowledge increases sorrow. You understand? You seek to be wise, you know what I'm saying? You might as well be like a fool. Because I'm telling you, the more you learn about the truth, the more you see how people have been fooled, bamboozled, hoodwinked, and people don't care about the truth no more. And summing up all the previous rants, dealing with the legal theft that's going on, the plundering of the people through illegal taxation, which is the income tax. It's illegal. I don't care what you think about it anymore. I don't give a hoot, because I'm telling you, if you know what the law says and what it don't say, the main thing the law does is protect us, and that's the civil law. The civil law in our country, the America, United States of America, it protects the citizen from a potentially tyrannical government. And that's what the law does. It doesn't limit the citizen necessarily on being productive and having opportunity, taking advantage of opportunities to get wealth. But it does put a limit on the government. The government is supposed to protect the citizens' rights. They don't give the citizens rights. That's according to the law of the land. But no, we don't know that as a people. That's why we've been hoodwinked. We're subjects now. We're not citizens anymore. and just keep crying about racism, and the one president is just totally a racist and everything, but another one is proven to be so enough a butt bucket racist, and nobody cares, because everybody that's talking about racism and pointing the fingers at one person, calling them a racist, are in the camp of the main dude that just totally broadcast the fact over history, a historical of 50 plus years, that he's a racist, a bigot, a redneck. But no. It's amazing that you can watch this go on, and you can watch one set of people, a group of people that just flaunt their privilege. And I don't mean white privilege. I mean privilege. I don't care what color they are. It's a group of set of folk who can lie, steal, backbite, commit murder, tear things up, blow things up, and, excuse me, don't face the consequences. And even if it's been brought to a court of law, some kind of way, they get off. But then there's another group of folk that you can see that's accused. They have been accused of something, an offense. They've been accused. They have not been adjudicated. They have not been found guilty in a court of law. They've had not a judicial process at all. But anyway, they are accused, and now they're in jail on an accusation. And then they are pronounced guilty in the media and by, slut bucket, jellyback, gutless individuals who have not been elected, who are not even lawyers. They're guilty. They say they're guilty. It's amazing that we sit as a people and allow this to go on. But let me say, when you have preachers who don't adhere to the gospel or don't adhere to the word of God, they make up fables and tell people what they want to hear, and everything sounds good. You think you're doing God a favor by showing up on church on Sundays and listening to the preacher babble a bunch of lies and fables, a bunch of make me feel good stuff, Then you have people in the education system who, telling your people that everything's okay, as a matter of fact, it's okay to have, big rusty behind hairy transvestites run around in the school talking about reading to your children, and teachers who run around with nose rings, purple hair, striped, what do you call it, Napoleon, that ice cream, Napoleon, where you get the strawberry, the vanilla, and the chocolate. Yeah, they be running around with hair. There's yellow, green, purple, all in one head. And then you have charcoal brown running around with blonde wigs on, like that chick on MSNBC. She just full of talking about people racist and all of that. I think she's MSNBC. I don't know. It could be CNN. I don't know. But it's that chocolate girl. And her name is Joy, by the way. She's the antithesis to Joy. You understand? Hateful gut bucket hussy. Yeah, that's what I called her. Doggone it. I listen to them. I have to listen to people talk. Because, I just listen to them. I don't agree, but I still call her a slut bucket. Because she's dark and she's wearing a freaking blonde wig. What's up with that? Talking about white people. How racist. You understand? And she's wearing a blonde wig as dark as she is. Lord have mercy. And she's on national TV. Oh, my goodness. Let me tell you. It's some other things going on in the public schools, though. Let me talk about that. Because them same kind are walking around, thinking they doing little black kids a favor, by teaching them, about, oral sex and gender, whatever, telling the kids, if you're black, colored, brown, or anything non-white, you are oppressed people. And if you're white, you are the oppressor. You are the oppressor. You are. Sound like some of the the Muslims back in the day, the white devil. Man, this is where we come to, and I'm been guilty of some of this, just sitting back, not saying I don't want to be confronted, but I did in the beginning, about probably 80, say. Came out of the military about 94, but just before I went in, though, in 86, I was in the public education and coaching and working in special ed, and I got in trouble. Some of the kids would tell me, some of the athletes, would tell me that there'd be people standing outside my classroom door listening, and I also caught them listening on the PA system, because you could hear. Mess around and hear some rattling and tapping and some noise, coming through the speaker, so they were messing up by making noise with the mic on, But anyway, because I guess, like I said in one of my other rants, I just was looking at what we were teaching and, excuse me, I threw my 2 cents, but I ain't try to preach or nothing like that. But I did get in trouble for, kids was telling me, Coach Ross, you are you a preacher? They would be asking me that, and I say, no, I'm not no preacher. I was denying it all the time, but I am a preacher. I'm a music minister, a preacher, and I just been hiding for years, just hiding for years. But I'm out now. But I've seen the kids being dumbed down, man. They went from books to just those little Xerox sheets, copy machines, And I remember at the beginning of the year, you pass out books, you take, collect rental fees from the parents or caregivers or whatever. But anyway, you can go out in between classes, right at the beginning of the school year. And, man, you find books laying on the floor, in the hallway, in the bathrooms. Just don't care, because they wasn't reading. And I can't believe it. I learned to read, really, when I was started really seriously learning to read after I got to college. And I think I was 20 just before I went in the military. Because I had graduated from college by then, but I had to really learn to read enough to write a grammatically correct sentence, and to be proficient at the basics of reading, writing, and arithmetic before I could graduate from college. Because when I left IU, I had a doctorate degree in partying and having a good time, But when I got down to really wanting to graduate, I said, man, I've been around here a long time. I need to graduate. That's when things got hard. But the seeds were planted, though, at IU, because there were professors and a couple of, folk counselors and whatever. They told me during my experience, if you want to be serious about graduating, man, you're going to have to learn how to read. You're going to have to learn how to write. There was one professor in particular. And I remember my counselor, financial aid counselor. As a matter of fact, he was a frat brother before I became a member of the frat. But he would tell me, he said, man, I always know when you high, man. And I said, what do you mean? He said, because you slur your words. Your diction is all slurred. And I said, oh, okay. But I did learn how to speak, probably even after I was still getting high. But as I took voice lessons and breathing techniques when I was a vocalist, at the IU School of Music, and then some of those same tutors and trainers would be coming over to the Black Arts Institute, where we would have our IU Soul Review rehearsals. I was a singer and a dancer. in the IU Soul Review, and we would go through those vocal techniques. I'm telling you, it was really, really good, because I can use it later. I wish I hadn't got so fat, though. I could probably still do some moves like I used to do back in the day, but, excuse me, not even going to think about it. No, I do think about it, but it ain't happening. But I'm working on it. I'm working on that, improving my respiratory capacity and walking, to stave off some of the other things that are going on as a result of being morbidly obese. Yeah, man. But I'm wanting to share with you people that the crap we got ourselves into as a nation, is because we don't read and we go with what sounds good to us and what people tell us, tradition. We go with what we always have been doing. We just don't try nothing new. But the thing about it is, we just gonna end up totally out of history at all. Because we're being replaced as a people, America. You got administrations at the top. From the White House, which is the big house, all the way down, the Department of Justice, the FBI, and I'm talking leadership now. I'm not talking, you don't have to, the devil or the corruption don't have to hit every last soul in the organization. All you have to do is get the head. The head, you get the head is corrupt, then that's going to flow down and touch everybody involved in that deal. So you get Biden, who is, they say compromised, but that dude has been selling out. He's not the only one, but he happens to be the one that is the most, say, out in front and most, I don't know. He's the one he's bought off. That's what he's doing. He's compromised. No, he's bought off. He's been same thing they say with, say, the Trumpmeister. The same thing that's being said about him being a butt boy of Putin and all of that stuff. That's the Democratic Party. They've been doing it for years, and I'm telling you what, if Donald Trump hadn't won in 2016, I'm going to tell you what, we'd be seriously, as a people, sucking a pole behind right now. Worse than what we are now. We've only had 3 years instead of 8 years of it. Because if Hillary had won, we might as well bend over and kiss your butts goodbye. Because I'm telling you, this is what we have. We have war. We have high prices on gas and groceries. You understand? We have some of the jobs have come back from when they shut lockdown, from the lockdowns, and of course the Democrats claiming that they've created jobs. Government don't create no jobs. I don't care if a Republican or a Democrat says we created. You ain't created a damn thing. What a government can do is get the hell out of the way. Cut them regulations down and allow people to do what they do, and that is to be entrepreneurs, creators, and do things that will create opportunities for people. You understand? But no, what's happening now is war. You understand? What do we call it? And then just listen, people. I ain't always been interested in what's going on politically, no. But now you got to understand, politics, economics, and religion are the three strands of life that go together, bro. They wrap together. Ain't nothing separate. They all have history, grammar, have their own vocabulary, and you got to know something about it if you're gonna live and do business in the United States, and you got to know some history. And I'm telling you that when you got to compare with what happened the last 4 years compared to what's happening in these 4 years. Right now it's been 3. I guess we are in the 4th year, I guess. But I'm going to tell you what. If you don't see the difference, then I'm going to tell you, you dishonest or you retarded. And I mean retarded from not birth or nothing like that. Retard means you are slow in terms of perception and recognition of what is in your face or the truth. You understand? And the deal is, are you dishonest? That's what I think. Most of you just dishonest and dumb, stupid. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking most of people are. And you're dumb and stupid because you're dishonest. If you know, in the last 4 years, previous 4 years, there was no wars that we know about. There was no entanglements overseas with anything. You understand? Gas prices was low. Groceries, you could go to the grocery store with $50 and clean up. You know, wasn't no real hindrance of driving anywhere or starting a business. You know, just routine stuff. But I still am down on the taxes, though. The way they collect the income tax, I'm not for that at all. I don't care, Republican or Democrats. They ain't my friends as long as they agree that we can be plundered the way we're being plundered. You understand? I ain't with that. But I'm for Trump. I ain't for the Republicans. I'm for Donald Trump. So if he's running on the Republican Party, so be it. But you know, I'll tell anybody try to label me a Republican or whatever. You know, y'all can kiss my. No, let me stop that. Because that's the kind of talk that I hear, you know, it's because I'm a Trumper. You understand? I'm for the Trump Meister. Yes, sir. Because he's an alpha male. And the response that he got through the media and from people reminds me of a person who never really experienced a man's attitude or positions or presence in their life. Maybe some, you know, what they call beta males or some imp, silent, bunch of strong women running around and the man capitulating to the woman and all that. But maybe that's what they experience. But you see a man go and take charge. That's what my boy Trump does. And I said, dang. So it just sent a future shock. A shock into the people, you know, when they not well, shoot. But anybody recognize alpha male? That's what I'm talking about. You understand? That's who I am. But here we are. We got no, you know. Let's see. Abortion is a big thing with this crowd that's in charge now. Of course, having all of the illegal immigration coming through, you know, and always fighting, changing the language, you know, migrants. I wanted to say dumbass. Don't treat you a dumbass because you're trying to treat me like one. We ain't talking about immigrants. We talking about illegal immigrants. Put the adjective on there, you know what I'm saying? The description is illegal. Don't be talking about migrants, immigrants. Nah, man, make you want to beat somebody's butt. You know what I'm saying? Just shut up. But anyway, this rant is really different than the other rants I've had. You know what I'm saying? But listen, this is what we got going on, man. Let me say it again: war. We got abortion is the big thing. Taking care of. If you notice, the president in his State of the Union didn't state nothing about the union. He talked about. Who's that? Over there, who are they fighting? I forget. He talked about that more than he did anything. And then, with his old, decrepit, senile ass, start selling wolf tickets about Putin. Like he gonna kick somebody ass. He ain't gonna do nothing. He can't even throw a pebble across the river or water, pond. You know what I'm saying? He talking about, I won't bow down. Man, you are... I'm telling you, he's on drugs, man. He's on drugs. And he didn't say nothing about the State of the Union too much. That's it. I didn't hear nothing. Maybe I better go back and listen to it. But all I heard was him selling wolf tickets that his ass can't cash. You know what I'm saying? Or writing checks. Well, let me stop. But anyway, this rant is going on and on. But of course, the teachers and the preachers are in on this mess. You understand? Faking the funk. I understand. I understand. You don't want to lose your meal ticket. You don't want to be ostracized. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep the money flow going. So you sell the kids out. You know what I'm saying? Just like back in the day with Baal. Jewish folk would do some stupid stuff and sacrifice the kids, man. They beat the drums loud so you couldn't hear the kids hollering, And so abortion is about the same thing. We can't get a house loan reasonable, can't buy no property now, and we can't get no good service anymore. But we can get abortion. We can get abortions, man, easy. But we could do that before, the Democrats came into power like that. But that's what they selling. They selling war. They selling abortion, big prices, on everything. Gas, food, rent's going up. You ain't getting no raises. Utilities, man, are out of this world. And all the prices have to go up because of government regulations and government policies. And people want to blame the producers and the folks. They shutting our farms down. I'm telling you, you got to, who's that? They talking about TikTok being, controlled by the CCP, the China, Communist Party, Oh, we need to get rid of the TikTok. It's really bad because the CCP controls it. As long as the CCP controls it, we need to get rid of it. You silly man. The CCP owns your president. So, excuse me, what you worried about TikTok for? Are you serious? Give me a break. Amazing. But anyway, I need to bow out of this, rant. It has gone on too long. But it's going to be Jesus' blood and righteousness. It's the only thing that's going to be able to, save you individuals, save the groups, and could even save this country. But I'm not usually a pessimistic person, but the United States of America will not be in prophecy or is not going to be too much more about because of the onslaught of the illegal immigration that's sanctioned by the Democratic Party and the Republicans, because the Republicans haven't done nothing to stop this. I mean, it should be literally some fist fights going on at this point about some of this bull crap that's been happening, and everybody seems to be okay with it. That's why the United States of America is free no more. And it's going down. The ship is sinking, baby. And some of the people that's causing it to sink thinking they're going to have a lifeline or a lifesavers, a life raft and all. Nah. You'll be on your lifeboat, your life raft, your lifesaver, you understand, and you're going to get ate by the big fish in the sea. That's what's going to happen. You're going to go down with the ship. So, America, America, God did shed his grace on thee, and he crowned thy hood with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. But it's no more. See you. Don't want to be you. I'll be praying for you in much peace. And, till you